Alrighty, folks, this is John Costino, and I want to say thank you very much for taking a few moments to really take a good hard look at what we've created with MonyWize. This is a role-play presentation that I'm going to do to help you best understand what MonyWize has to offer. And to assist me in this, I've asked a 30-year veteran, very, very successful leader in the network marketing, multi-level marketing space by the name of Mr. Herschel Gibbs. And the reason he's here is he has basically worn every hat. He's been a significant seven-figure earner. This is a man who's made millions of dollars in the industry, while at the same time he has witnessed a lot of the frustrations that go on in this industry, in that he has seen tens of thousands of people that have tried, struggled, and failed, and he was basically powerless and helpless in giving them the support they need to succeed based on some of the traditional problems in the industry. So Herschel, thanks for joining me on this, this training tool.
Hey, the honor is mine, John.
And as always, we're not scripting this out, so you can feel free to take any posture you want in this role play, because Herschel is playing a prospect. In this example, I'm going to do my best to expose him to MonyWize and get him to tap out. I'm going to ask him a series of questions based on the slides in this PowerPoint presentation, and ultimately I'm going to force him to say yes whether he wants to or not, because I believe that once he has seen it and responded, in the affirmative, yes, 4, 5, 6 times, it becomes virtually impossible for him to, with a clear conscience, say no thank you to the opportunity. Fair enough, Herschel?
Fair enough.
All right, well, here's the bottom line. I'm going to ask you to just give me 10 minutes to evaluate this and give me your most honest and authentic response and evaluation. Fair enough?
Fair enough.
All right, Herschel, first and foremost, if I came to you and I said, Herschel, I know you've been in this industry for 30 years. I have a program that has a service, a product that's 100% legal, and for the very first time in our careers, it is 100% guaranteed to save you money, and if you choose, you can take this to all of your friends and family, and for the first time in your career, you're not going to beg anybody, you're not going to convince anybody, because point blank, it's 100% guaranteed to save them money. So we're not going to be asking people, including you, to buy a bunch of crap that we don't want and we don't need, because we know that's been the biggest problem in this industry, is network marketers have felt like they were begging their friends and family. So my question to you is, if I could deliver for real a 100% legal and 100% guaranteed to save you money product, would you be interested in learning more about it?
Basically, yes, John. But I mean, what is this product really about? Because
don't overthink it. And the reason I want you to ask these questions, but this is going to be for you to evaluate. But I'm going to control the flow with yes or no questions, because this is where you, me, and everybody else gets messed up. We start overthinking things. And again, this is something I learned in law school. I don't ask questions that I don't already know the answers to, and I already know that you were saying to yourself, I'd have to be a flippin' moron to say no if it was 100% legal and 100% guaranteed to save you money. Is that a fair way to say it?
Yeah, when you put it that way, I can see it. So I'd be open to explore that. I think so.
And you have every right to say, I want to know more about it, but the question was, do you have interest in learning more about it, not do you want to join? That's why I interrupted you and cut you off, because that's what we do as humans. We screw things up because we overthink. So the first question is, if it was 100% legal and 100% guaranteed to save you money, is that enough to say, yeah, I'm interested, John, I want to know more?
Yeah, I'm really curious. I want to know more. Yeah.
Perfect. And like I said, I'm here to deliver that information, but I'm here to make sure that we stay on point, because I am going to get you to see this. Even if you don't join, I'm going to get you to see the value in it. Now, we're talking about a business opportunity. I'm not going to focus on the product right now. Because let's be honest, Herschel, you've been in this industry for 30 years. People don't join companies because of the product or because of the service. Why does everybody join a network marketing business opportunity, Herschel?
Well, they want to make money. They want to earn income, John.
Either they want more money or they want more freedom, but we both know it has nothing at all on any level to do, nothing to do with the product. Otherwise, they would just become a customer. So here's what I'm going to focus on. Herschel, you've been in the industry, again, for 3 decades. If I said to you that we have a program that you can start for $49.99, we're going to call it $50. You can start this business for $50, and here's what that $50 gets you. It enrolls you in the business. It covers your first month's fees of the service. And you ready for this, Herschel? It covers all of your website fees for the year, all of your back office fees for the year, and it covers all of your exposure and training videos. Have you ever seen a program that you could start for $50 and it would cover all of your business fees and expenses associated with your opportunity for the entire year?
I've not seen it put like that, John. In fact, but all that for $50.
Yeah, and the reason I'm hitting you with that is because it doesn't exist. In fact, how many companies do you know, Hirsch, that charge $300, $400, $500 or more just for their enrollment fee? Some bogus fee that gives them nothing except a way for the company to create bonuses. Agreed?
Yeah, I agree. That's the routine out here. But $50 though?
Yeah. How many companies have you seen that charge $15, $20, $25 a month for their quote-unquote back office and website fees?
John, they all do that. Every company I've been a part of has done it.
You know what, brother? That's why we're talking, because I'm going to give you the opportunity to say, except one. So again, we're talking about $50 gets you started, covers your first month on the service, and covers all of your business fees, website, all that stuff for the entire year. Can we agree that's the most affordable deal you've ever seen?
Yeah, I agree.
Excellent. Now, why are we doing that? Because, Herschel, you could go anywhere and make money. Agreed?
I agree, yes.
But do you also agree that because of the fees and the expenses and some of the things that are required, the average person struggles to recruit and to duplicate when they want to build their business?
Yeah, John, it holds people back big time.
Exactly.
I've had big challenge with that. Exactly. I understand, yeah.
And here's who I'm thinking about, Herschel. Forget you and I. I'm thinking about the waitress who's working 3rd shift at the Waffle House. She can't come up with $300, $400, $500, and even if she can borrow it, who are her friends? A bunch of other, broke waitresses struggling to make ends meet. So if we could make it affordable so that she could reach into her pouch where she keeps all her tip money, she'd come up with $50 if she wanted. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, no doubt.
So we've made it possible for everyone that wants to be in business to not only be able to afford to be in business, but to recruit and duplicate with the people that they know. More importantly, Herschel, we've talked about this. How do you feel about the fact that 95 out of 100 people never, ever break even and turn a profit in the network marketing world?
John, it's a sad state of affairs, man. And when I found that out, I really couldn't even believe it. All these years that I've been in this industry, working, supporting, I had no idea that many people, man, were not profiting. It was astounding to me, really.
Exactly. So do you get excited about the fact that if it only costs $50 to get started, it's a much lower break-even point, which means a much lower threshold so that we can get more people into a profitable business?
Yeah, John, I like what I'm hearing on that part, no doubt.
I thought you would, my friend, because I know you care about people as well. Now let's move on to the next, because after getting started in a traditional network marketing company, would you agree with me that there's an awful lot of companies out there that have $100, $150, $250 a month auto ships where they have the quote-unquote case of crap that everybody has to buy in order to become active and qualified each month?
Yeah, you know what's interesting, John? I've I've paid for the case of crap. I've done it, so I clearly understand. But you're saying only $30?
$29.99 is the monthly subscription. So can we agree that that's affordable for somebody to get started in business for $50? And if their monthly commitment was $29.99, we'll call it $30, that's an affordable subscription for the average person?
Absolutely.
Here's
No
the best
doubt.
part, Herschel. We're not asking them to buy a bunch of crap they don't need. If they actually use our product, it'll pay for itself. How many people do you know right now that if we could legitimately show them how they could save $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $5,000 a year, they'd be happy to pay $30 a month, which for the year is $360. How many people do you know that would trade $360 for $1,000 or more in exchange for their business?
Everybody I know would.
There you go. So you're feeling better about the fact that not only is it affordable to get started, but we have an affordable subscription with a valuable product that pays for itself?
John, this is hard to believe, man, but it makes sense.
Now you know why I was such a jerk shutting you up in the beginning, don't you?
Yeah, I understand now. I can see it.
Like I said, I didn't learn a whole lot in law school, but I learned don't ask questions that you don't know the answer to, and I know that if I can get you to see this all the way through, that in 10 minutes you'll become as passionate about it as I am. Now, let's kind of recap where we are so far. So at this point, Herschel, we're talking about an opportunity with a product that's 100% legal and 100% guaranteed to save people money. It's a $50 cost to get started, which covers your back office, your website, and your business tools for the entire year, and it's only $30 a month to remain active and then qualified with your business. So can we agree that this is the most affordable enrollment, it's the most affordable monthly commitment, and it's the first time you've ever had a product that you could guarantee your friends and family would save money?
Yeah, John, this is on the point, man. I love it.
Little insane so far, huh? Little crazy?
Yeah. I've not seen this before. It's hard to believe, really.
Well, now it's going to get real crazy because here's my point. I'm going to ask you these three kind of little nuggets, and if you can say yes, I'm going to blow you away with the type of income. Do you believe, based on what we just talked about, that if you wanted to, Herschel, you could find at least 3 human beings that have access to $50 and would want the ability to own their own business?
Sure,
Just 3.
Yeah,
excellent.
Sure.
Now think of those 3 people. Do you think those 3 people could afford, at least could afford, $30 a month to remain active in this business?
Yes, they could.
Fantastic. And the last part of this one, do you believe that those 3, if we worked with them, they could at least find 3 other people who have access to $50 and want to own a business, to have more time freedom and more money?
Yes, I'm sure they would. I'm sure.
Okay. So I'm not talking about 3 people a week or 3 people a month. I'm talking about find 3 people. Because it's an affordable monthly subscription, they remain active. They're not dropping off like they do in the other programs, and they're going to duplicate and find their 3 people. Are you sitting down, Herschel? You ready for this?
Yeah, I'm pretty surprised already, but I'm sitting down.
Okay, this program offers you, as a basic entry-level representative, the ability to get paid through 9 levels of referrals. 9 levels of referrals. If we were to build a 3 getting 3 getting 3, and I'm not promising it, I'm not guaranteeing it, this is a theoretical example, a hypothetical theoretical example of how our compensation plan would pay you, whether it took you 6 months, 2 years, 5 years. It's up to you how fast you build it. But you would get paid in excess of $40,000 residually, Herschel, residually, by duplicating 3 getting 3 and having a grand total of 2 other customers. personal retail customers for yourself. Now you tell me, have you ever seen a program that was focused on the back-end residual income to the point where the company was paying out 37% of the actual cost of the product residually?
John, I've never seen that, man, but I have to stop you right here, man. I mean, this, are you telling me that individuals, 3 people can invest $50?
Well, we can't use that word, but we can say that they can spend $50 to start a business. Exactly.
Yeah, but they can get started.
Yep.
They can start a business with only $50 and then $30 per month. And you're telling me now, am I hearing you correctly, over $42,000 per month?
Yep, that's not leadership bonuses, that's not infinity code, that's nothing. That's for the basic entry-level rep if they go out there. And you can see the numbers. We're not using crazy numbers. We're talking about 3 getting 3. And the difference here is, unlike the other companies, because you've seen this before, you've seen people draw this crap out on a whiteboard or do a PowerPoint, but what they don't talk about is that the people have to come up with $300, $400, $500 or more to get started and have to commit to $150 or more each month to remain active. And that's why 85%, 85 out of 100 people quit before their first year anniversary, so you never get to build this. You're always replacing people who quit. Nobody talks about that, Herschel, but at $50 to get started, can we agree we're going to have the highest enrollment rate possible?
John, this is going to be hard to contend with, man. I'm really sitting here now.
Now you know why I'm such a jerk about it, don't you?
I can't. This is hard to believe, man. I mean, really, wow. This is crazy.
Herschel, we're committed to 3 things. We're committed to hyper growth as far as massive enrollment. We're committed to hyper retention, which means keeping as many people on and active as possible. And third, we're committed to the long-term residual income. As you can see, I'm not promising you a bunch of bogus BS recruiting bonuses, fast start bonuses, the traditional crap that every other company out there talks about. And here's why. Herschel, how many times have you seen people get hyped about a program, get in, and they make a fortune in their first 3, 4, 5, 6 months, and then by month 12, they're looking for a new home because they couldn't sustain it?
I've seen it too many times, John, and this is what I think is a big part of the problem. This is why I've been so just reserved about even getting back engaged with it, for that very reason.
There you go. Do you see where this is the exact opposite? We're not asking people for a lot of money. We're not asking people for a huge commitment. We're not asking people to do too much. We're simply saying, get the ball rolling, build it on a solid foundation. We're going to continue to build upon it exponentially instead of replacing people who quit. And ultimately, because of the way we've set the marketing plan and the compensation plan up, go out there and get a couple of retail customers personally and qualify yourself to get paid through all 9 levels. And by the way, it's not limited to 42,000. That's just the example we're giving you as a 3x3. How's that sound?
And that's amazing. You know, John, man, the only question I have, if I can just mention this briefly.
Go right ahead.
Man, all these years I've been in the industry and I've been a part of companies that deal with the greater leg and lesser leg and this percent balance. That's not what this is about. Please tell me.
I'm glad you asked, because you know my background. You know I was a math major. You know I've been a comp plan specialist in the industry. That's part of why companies screw their people. They tell you, they give you this pie in the sky, and then they put all these hurdles out there that prevent you from actually getting paid. So all the stuff you just asked, the answer is no. I don't care. Hear me carefully. I don't care how you're structured. Any accounts that fall on levels 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, regardless of what balance you have, what structure you have, What percentage you have, I don't care. You're going to get paid on every account that falls within those 9 levels, as long as you have your couple of retail customers that qualifies you for all 9 levels. Does that satisfy and take away any fears you have?
Man, you've got me moved, man. I'm excited.
Excellent. Now here's the last piece. Because I know people are fixated on, I need to make money right away, we've put together a very generous but a limited on purpose performance bonus in your first 4 months. Now, I'll start with why did I cap it? Because I refuse, and I won't say names, but we know a lot of these people as mutual contacts in this industry that take advantage of their team. When their team gets started, they convince people to buy 3, 4, 5 cases because they want to maximize their fast start bonuses. And so they take advantage and they fleece their people. I won't allow that to happen here. So when you get started with us, you have the ability in your first 4 months to earn over $5,500. And here's what it basically comes down to. Your cost to get started, Herschel, is $50, right?
Right.
In month 2, it would be $30. In month 3, another $30. In month 4, another $30. So in those first 4 months, we're talking about 50 plus 90, which is $140. Can we agree that's affordable?
Yes, it is. Absolutely.
Okay. Now, in exchange for that expense and the effort that we're looking for, you could earn up to $5,500 in those 4 months. Would you agree that's a fair trade for the $140 that it cost you to start and run your first 4 months?
Absolutely.
More importantly, how excited would you be if in months 4, 5, and 6 you had a residual of $300, $500, $1,000 up against your $30 a month subscription?
Yeah, that's incredible. Amazing.
Have I given you anything that you could potentially say no to? Because I'm leading you down, I'm putting you like in a mouse maze. I'm showing you the cheese, and I'm making you turn left where I want you to turn left and right where I want you to turn right. But is there anything that you potentially could have even remotely thought about saying no to?
No, man, as much as I really wanted to say no, man, I'd be, I don't want to use the word a fool, but I'd be pretty crazy not to.
Exactly. I'd call you moron. We're friends. I think of you like a brother, but I'd still call you moron, and here's why. I needed you to say yes because it's time for us to do business. We started our careers together 3 decades ago. It's time for us to do business again. So my question to you is right now, based on what you've heard, 100% legal, 100% guaranteed to save you money. Wouldn't you like to go back to all your friends and family and say for the first time, I owe you, take this service, use it risk-free, you got a guaranteed 30-day money-back guarantee. If you don't see where this is going to save you money, you're not at risk. Wouldn't you love to be able to go guarantee everyone you've done business with in the past the chance to save money?
I really would, John. I'm thinking now I've got to go back and really, I've got to let people know, man. A lot of people got hurt working with me, and I can take them, I can bring them back to this, man. This is something special.
Excellent. Second thing I want to remind you of, can we agree $50 is affordable to everybody? Everybody doesn't have to join us, but you'll never have to hear I can't afford it or I don't know anybody who has $50. Can we agree we've made it affordable?
Yeah, no doubt. No doubt.
At $30 a month, can we agree that no one is breaking their bank account, no one's losing their mortgage or unable to pay their rent on a $30 a month subscription?
No.
Can we agree that $40,000 a month residually is ridiculous money as far as the ability to go out there and earn in this opportunity?
That's insane.
And then again, to recap the last question, if I showed you an authentic blueprint to go out there and turn that $50 enrollment cost into $5,550, that's one heck of a return on your time and effort for the next 4 months?
Yes, it is, John.
All right. Other than saying, John, I'm glad that you called and showed this to me, is there anything else I can answer?
Man, you said it all. There's nothing to say. What do I do next?
Excellent. Well, let's go ahead and get you started, because at this point, my friend, all I want to do is help you right now to get started in business. Thanks so much. And for those of you that were watching and listening, thank you so much for taking the time right now to hear and learn more about our program. Get back to the person that shared this with you, because there's a huge tidal wave of people joining MonyWize. Get in now and ride the wave so that you don't get buried by the tsunami.